Gaming sucks these days. This narration always pop out on my YouTube feed. Well, many a lot of reasons for why gaming these days sucks. From microtransaction, repetitive Steam, and not much creativity, and much more. But one of my concerns about gaming is the price. Not only that, but the cost of making the game is getting outrageous. But then again, it depends on the country and where the employee come from. Remember, this is all my opinion, and I hope you throw your opinion in comment section. But for example, let's take a look at GTA 6. GTA 6 cost of production is $1 billion. And does not include the marketing. Let's take a look at Crash Bandicoot cost of production is $1.7 million. If we gonna convert to this CPI, is around $2.2 million. But what it has things to do with cost production? You see, what if, just what if, GTA 6 fails to deliver its promises from $1 billion? Well, if with marketing is around $2 billion, there will be a lot of happening. One of them is stock plunge, and the investors just lost their trust. But do we give a fuck about investor? But then it's just what if story, because I think GTA 6 is too big to fail. But then again, let's say $2.2 million Crash Bandicoot game fails. It's okay, right? It's not a big number. You can experiment more, and you can do many experiments in other games. Even if the game flop, you just move on into the next one, develop next game. But because of this reason, all AAA game companies play safe when they want to produce their next game. Then that's also a reason why so many remakes games that being developed. Why? Because people will buy it either for sake of nostalgic for sure, and people already know where the games go and the mechanic itself. For example, this year alone, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resins, all those Resident Evil games, Final Fantasy VII, and much more. Inside the company mind, this remake game are risk-free games. Why I say that? It's very simple. It's not easy to flop. You already had the formula, and you just convert the old game to modern era and modern hardware, and there is guarantee people will buy it. The solution is at the end of video, at least more humanism solution that everybody can do. You can also tell for the past 7 years, the game these days is a lack of creativity because they won't take a risk. Take example, Genshin Impact, what this game based off, correct? The Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, how many games that had the same concept as Breath of the Wild? Genshin Impact, Wuthering Wave, Honkai Star Rail, and basically almost all those China gacha games had this concept. Basically, they forget their own identity and we need to search who we are actually is. Why they use it? Because it's proven works, and you can make many possibilities so the game can run for another decade. With the update of sure. The other one is Dark Souls like or From Software one or Monster Hunter like one. Because it works. What else? What is the reason? NTE was the game based off GTA, and that works because everybody patiently waiting GTA 6. As I'm making this video, there is no new GTA 6 info by the way. Well, I'm from the future, apparently there is, and there will be Trial 3 because Rockstar just announced the pre-order date, which is on June 25. If I remember correctly. Yes, it's June 25. And this reason we feel gaming these days is sucks or feel boring. The Battle Pass, also one of the reasons why gaming is boring. At first, you see, Battle Pass is exciting because we need to play the game to get a skin or a pull in a gacha game or some useful item. So where the Battle Pass come from? Well, it's from our beloved company Valve. Yes, Valve started this in 2013 on Dota 2. So the purpose of Battle Pass is for people to keep playing the game, then there is premium tier 1 and all of that. But for sure it's for FOMO or fear of missing out, or lepers. In Dota 2, probably what red skin that not affect anything, but on the other game, maybe it will change something in your gameplay. Let's say better equipment and some item that boost your progression, but the problem is there is a time limit for each patch. What you need to do is either play the game every day or pay to pass each level. Yes, some of game require you to pay to skip the level and grinding, and pay battle pass to get advantage, so let's say. So if you don't want to pay to skip the level, you need to play every day, and that's gonna be a problem. Yes, some of the game is much easier to grind the battle pass, but to play it every day is kinda rough, especially free to play game. Now with battle pass system, and then we can add the free to play system. Yo, if you notice it, free to play game and battle pass is like Romeo and Juliet. Both of them are suicidal. What I mean is somehow these two but you cannot be separate. You know, if there is free to play game, there is also gonna be a battle pass. Also the YouTube things, you know, I will sounds like old man after this. Back in the day, we just play what the cover of video games that interesting to us. Then we buy it, although sometimes we just not realize that that game was a pirate game. But anyway, we just buy it, and now because YouTube things, but anyway, we just buy it, and now because YouTube things, we also like to delay to buy the game before the YouTuber or this YouTuber review came out. But that is understanding to do because a lot of game had disastrous launch, from bugs and glitch and incomplete map. Take for example the famous Cyberpunk 2077, although now is a good game and the anime, that one, yes, the Edgerunners is goated. At launch, the console version is either blue screen or stop working, or the console got shut down. In the PC is not that bad compared to console one, and there is a lot of issue here and there. And now we see a lot of developers delay the game to avoid a bad launch. It's good for consumer but not for developer because they will burn more money to fix and patch the game. YouTube also has spoiler problem on the game. You know, like how the fuck some YouTuber had already finished the game when the game just barely launched, you know, like just 1 minute after the official launch. They uploaded full gameplay, full story gameplay. Like why? Why would you do that? And the pricing of the game is getting ridiculous, right? For AAA games, some of which like almost $100 per game. And our salary is not increasing a lot, so it feels damn expensive. That's why many reasons why so many gamers waiting for a sale. And also thank God for Valve, thank God for Papa Gaben. There is a region pricing, right? That's a God save. There's a God hand things to do. But this is what I suggest to you. If you're getting bored playing video game, I'm gonna search something that excited me more than playing video game or find new hobby. What I do right now is learning how to draw, learning Mandarin, and some reason I want to play board game, you know. Watching anime, movie, film, or riding motorcycle, touring. Search some activity that makes you stay away from game, or playing some older title if you don't want to stay away from games. And learning something new, something excited, so your mind is like shifting from games to something else. This is not easy if you're grinding the F2P games since it's required to spend energy, especially gacha games. If you're not content creator, I suggest you just, have a new hobbies, at least the one who is not tied to gaming. And that is my opinion, that's my expression of like how gaming these days is boring. I think it's not as boring, it's just because, well, it's kind of boring because we had so many like same team than the other game, and the developer is like not having that much creativity because how expensive it is to build one game. And that's why indie game is on the rise because they had the braveness. They don't have investor to to pressure them to make money from this game, and basically they had the freedom to create a game. But although also there's a bad indie game that's just only steal your money, for example like Kickstarter game, and the game is not launched even though all these fans spend like a lot of money to support this Kickstarter. But anyway, it's just my opinion. What do you think, guys? Is the game is boring, or just it's just my feeling, or just your feeling, or just like everybody just had a feeling, or because of everybody just play the game every day this day and says that no, I think in that case because people playing the game every day is also different when we're back young, because we only play the games like on Saturday and Sunday, and that's it. That's the time limit that the parents provide to us to play the game, and only that time that we can play the game. So we excited after school, or after like extra learning. Then we get back home and we just have fun with our games, and we're so excited. But what do you guys think? Like, what's your opinion about this? Like, I don't think it's a trend, but like people, I think it's people takes on game this day. Like, gaming is boring this day. But what do you guys think? I hope you enjoy my video and my opinion, and see you in another next video. Goodbye.